noticed round his neck a scarf of red and yellow stripe to match with his coat of the selfsame check, and at the scarf's end hung a pipe, and his fingers, they noticed, were ever straying as if impatient to be playing upon this pipe, as low it dangled over his vesture so old-fangled. "Yet," said he, "poor piper as I am, in Tartary I freed the Cham last June from his huge swarms of gnats. I eased in Asia the Nizam of a monstrous brood of vampire bats. And as for what your brain bewilders, if I can rid your town of rats, will you give me 1,000 guilders?"
150,000
was the exclamation of the astonished mayor and corporation. Into the street the piper stepped, smiling first a little smile, as if he knew what magic slept in his quiet pipe the while. Then, like a musical adept, to blow the pipe his lips he wrinkled, and green and blue his sharp eyes twinkled, like a candle flame where salt is sprinkled. And ere 3 shrill notes the pipe uttered, you heard as if an army muttered. And the muttering grew to a grumbling, and the grumbling grew to a mighty rumbling, and out of the houses the rats came tumbling. Great rats, small rats, lean rats, brawny rats, brown rats, black rats, grey rats, tawny rats, brave old plodders, gay young friskers, fathers, mothers, uncles, cousins, cocking tails and picking whiskers, families by tens and dozens, brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, followed the piper for their lives. From street to street he piped advancing, and step for step they followed dancing. Until they came to the river Visa, wherein all plunged and perished. Save one who, stout as Julius Caesar, swam across and lived to carry, as he, the manuscript he cherished, to Ratland home his commentary. Which was? At the first shrill notes of the pipe, I heard a sound as of scraping tripe, and putting apples wondrous ripe into a cider press's gripe, and a moving away of pickled tub boards, and a leaving a jar of conserve cupboards, and a drawing the corks of train oil flasks, and a breaking the hoops of butter casks. And it seemed as if a voice, sweeter far than by harp or by psaltery, is breathed, called out, "Oh, rats, rejoice! The world is grown to one vast dry saltery. So munch on, crunch on, take your nunch on, breakfast, supper, dinner, lunch on, And just as a bulky sugar puncheon already staved like a great sun shone glorious scarce an inch before me, just as methought it said, "Come, bore me," I found the Weser rolling o'er me. You should have heard the Hamelin people ringing the bells till they rocked the steeple. Cried the mayor, and get long poles, poke out the nests, and block up the holes. Consult with carpenters and builders, and leave in our town not even a trace of the rats. Then suddenly up the face of the piper perked in the marketplace with a, "First, if you please, my 1,000 guilders." 1,000 guilders. The mayor looked blue. So did the corporation, too. For council dinners made rare havoc with claret, moselle, vin de Grave, hock, and half the money would replenish their cellar's biggest butt with Rhenish. To pay this sum to a wandering fellow with a gypsy coat of red and yellow. Beside, quoth the mayor with a knowing wink, our business was done at the river's brink. We saw with our eyes the vermin sink, and what's dead can't come to life, I think. So, friend, we're not the folks to shrink from the duty of giving you something for drink, and a matter of money to put in your poke. But as for the guilders, what we spoke of them, as you very well know, was in joke. Beside, our losses have made us thrifty. 1,000 guilders. Come. Take 50. The piper's face fell, and he cried, "No trifling. I can't wait. Beside, I've promised to visit by dinner time Baghdad, and accept the prime of the head cook's pottage, all he's rich in. For having left in the caliph's kitchen of a nest of scorpions no survivor, with him I proved no bargain driver. With you don't think I'll bait a stiver, and folks who put me in a passion may find me